Thinking well, what's that?
At least we have a good sub-keeper in case tonight, though.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to second half commentary here at the AI Stadium, where Gosport hosts Hanwell Town. Hanwell just coming out from the dugouts at the moment. Doesn't look like there will be any changes for the visitors. Still waiting to see Gosport. And Jeremy, that's always a sign that Glenn House might be digging into the players at the break.
Yes, possibly he's having a chat. One of the assistants is going to go and bang on the door. Yeah, it might be the fact that Glenn's not quite finished. Could be a bit of gamesmanship. Knowing to Hanwell are out, keeping them waiting. Yeah, it could be any of the above. But it is allowing us to finish our playing on last Christmas.
Well, I mean, I think the listeners will be enjoying that at home. Who doesn't love a bit of that?
Oh, Andrew Ridgely. It's George Michael.
Andrew Ridgely. Ah.
Yeah, there you go. Show my age.
I was going to say, it's going to be Gosport though this half, shooting from my left to right, and Hanwell shooting from my right to left. Hanwell in their black and white, and Gosport in their yellow and blue. And Matt, I do feel probably Hanwell would be the happier team to finish at the break. But what do you think Gosport will need to do in the second to get a stronger finish in this game?
Well, like Jeremy was saying in the first half, patience. Patience is key. Because Gosport have had quite a few good chances, especially in the first half. You get the Ramos chance, where they sort of took around the goalkeeper.
Second half coming up, ladies and gentlemen. If you
Yeah, I
want to
think
rewind
Gosport
again, we don't
just keep
apologise.
going, keep patient, keep taking. Make sure you take those chances. That's what's key for Gosport because they will come in and they just need to be ready for when they come again.
Well, in this half, it's going to be Gosport kicking us off. Michael Fernandez in the centre circle with Brad Tarbuck. And it does look like Brad Tarbuck will instead be taking this restart. So we're just awaiting the referee's whistle now. No changes for either team at the break. The referee just indicating, making sure he's happy with all the proceedings. And we are just about to get ready here at the AI Stadium.
Gosport getting us off
and we are underway here at the AI Stadium. Brad Tarbuck kicking it into Charlie Vasman. Charlie Vasman going long.
Well clear.
And Jeremy, what do you think Gosport need to do in this second half in order to capitalise and, like I said to Matt, try and get into this game a bit more? Other than score.
Yes, this is Paul Davis's very one-word, concise one-word explanation of his to the point. But I'll elaborate a little bit further on that. Yes, obviously goals are required. We all know this, the absolute basic. But no, I think they've just got to step up through the gears. You know, they've had their chances, they haven't taken them. Hanwell finished that. Well, here we are.
Well, Gosport on the attack through Rafa Ramos, and he shoots straight down the throat of Bezin. You were talking about Jeremy creating chances, and Rafa's literally just taken that to heart.
Yeah, he did. Didn't have a lot of time to get the shot away, and when he did, it straight at Bezin. But yeah, I think they just got to be a little quicker getting the ball forward. You know, you've got good architects in Claiborne and Fernandez. Rafa's getting marked out of the game, so possibly redeploy him in another role. Yeah, I think it's just going to be just a general all-round improvement because Hanwell looked by far the more dangerous closing the first half.
And Matt, on the other hand, what do you think we can expect from Hanwell in this second 45?
I think they're going to continue doing what they're doing because what they were doing, it was actually working for them. They had those opportunities, Gosport, which they probably should have taken.
Thank you for that.
And like I mentioned at the start of this game, that formation change maybe actually really is starting to work for Hanwell. At the start, it just sort of looked shaky, but as sort of time went on during the game, they just sort of started to get a foothold on this pitch.
Well, we will get you some of the Champions League scores in a minute, but there's a lot of half times in Europe. Arsenal are leading at the break away to Club Brugge. Manchester City have taken the lead away to Real Madrid. That is finished at the half time. Bayer Leverkusen leading Newcastle at the break. Dortmund 1-1 against Bodo Glimt. Could there be a shock on the cards in that one? Benfica lead Napoli 1-0 at the break. Athletic Bilbao goalless against Paris Saint-Germain, the reigning Champions League champions, and also Juventus goalless against Paphos. We'll keep you up to date with all those scores here on Gospel Radio. But here at the AEI Stadium, it is still goalless. 2 minutes played of the second half, and Hanwell booting a ball deep into the Gospel half before being cleared away, falls to Dan Wooden, but he can't get great connection. Instead, bringing down a Hanwell man. He goes down there. It looks to be in some pain. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a yellow for that, but Dan Wooden's furious. He's suggesting he didn't make any contact.
Difficult to see from here, but yeah, the referee is
Called on the physio.
very urgently called on the Hanwell physio there. So the game at a standstill after just 3 minutes of the second half. Still no score if you've just come back from your half-time cup of tea, or in one person's case, lunchtime in LA. Welcome back, Rick. Yeah, it's going to be a concern to Chris Moore, isn't it, that one of his players down needing lengthy treatment, but I think he should be okay. Yellow card is shown to Dan Wooden.
Well, Dan Wooden, the first player to go into the referee's book this game.
Wow.
And then
it's the first gospel player to go in, yeah.
And then Woodcock's still receiving treatment on the floor.
Just getting up now after his after taking that.
Wood needs to be careful now, James, because he's quite physical and sort of combative in his approach up front, but now he's walking that tightrope. I think he just needs to be just that little bit careful.
100%. And do remember, if Gosport did wish to bring him off, got a lot of attacking capability on the bench today. And from the set piece has been drilled straight into Blackledge, who actually takes it well. And he drop kicks the ball. It's been chased down by Trevor Cable inside the Hanwell half. And DT and Trevor Cable both chasing it, both sort of tumbled into each other. And the referee's playing for a Hanwell foul there.
Yeah, he was right, dead right. Cable did foul him. It was more momentum than anything else, but yeah, referee was dead right.
And now Hanwell looking to take possession, but it's being cut out by Brad Tarbuck. Trevor Cable looking to chip a ball forward. And Trevor Cable doing well, actually. He passes it into Tarbuck. He takes it to the right corner flag, holding it up against NDT. Looks to go inside, getting his pass across into Cable, who runs across the byline. A chipped pass narrowly evades the Gosport man. Falls to Tommaso, who bobbles it to Michael Fernandez outside the D. Back into Tommaso. Tommaso with a really poor backwards. It's going to be chased down by Ben Greenwood, who does well to keep it in Gosport possession. But Gosport want to keep passing it back, it seems.
Fernandez needed much too much time there. He wanted too much time on the ball, and it's guaranteed that Hanwell are not going to let you have it. So if you're going to get a shot away, do it first time, instinctively.
Now Michael Fernandez storming down this left-hand channel. Can he redeem himself for the previous mistake? A ball drilled in. It was an aerial cross, just flew over the head of Gosport players there, Dan Wooden and Trevor Cable unable to get onto the end of it, but it's well held though by Bezant. And then Bezant drop kicks it into the sky. It's being chased down by Bettimer on the near side. It goes over the head of the striker, and Joe Morrison ushers it out for a throw in inside his own half, and he throws it all the way back to Blackledge in goal for Gosport. 5 minutes played of this second half. Still goalless here at the AEI Stadium. It's Blackledge. Goes right into Kavanagh. Kavanagh flicks it to Cable. Tarbuck now for Gosport. Slips it into Kavanagh. Kavanagh now running down this right-hand channel, and they cross straight into a Hanwell defender.
Has to be quicker, has to be more instinctive. You know, I keep saying it, but again, there, Wooden made the run, and if he just slipped the ball away first time of asking, Wooden would have had a clear run at goal there. It's just a little bit too slow, a little bit too pedestrian. They've got to get better at this.
Joe Morrison inside the Hanwell half into Charlie Vasmus, stood inside the centre circle. And Gosport number 6 looks up. He's going to slide it right into Joe Morrison. Joe Morrison goes forward into Kavanagh, and Kavanagh just slips at the vital moment, seeing the ball return back into Hanwell possession before a clearance goes straight into Blackledge inside his own D. Now Gosport coming forward through to Massa, who dinks the ball over the back line of Hanwell. Rafa Ramos unable to get onto the end of it, and now English is storming down this right-hand channel. He gets past Massa, who goes sliding in, but in the end, that sliding challenge just knocked it out for a Hanwell throw-in.
Yeah,
That was another good time challenge going through Massa.
spot on, had to be as well, and did it perfectly, executed it perfectly, and just broke up the attack just at the right time. But Hanwell starting to gain some momentum going forward again.
Similar to the first half.
Yeah.
Or the throw-in being prepared to take by Hanwell.
You know,
Another deep throw-in being headed away this time by Charlie Vasma. But it was another example of that long throw-in by Oladunjoy.
That's him.
He's a specialist at these throw-ins, and the shot has come in, and it's into the side netting by O'Brien. But it certainly had the power behind the shot, and the debutant couldn't have really come much closer to grabbing his first goal, Matt.
Well, I really thought that was in the back of the net there, James, because just from the angle we were at, it looked like that.
It was very deceiving, wasn't it?
It was a venomous shot as well. And I mean, that's just a warning sign for Gosport here, really, that Hanwell Town are still a threat. They need to pick up the pace a bit, like Jeremy said earlier.
Yeah, and the optical illusion of the net ripping that made us think that O'Brien had scored there, but luckily for Gosport he didn't. 8 minutes of the second half played, still 0-0 here. But Hanwell sort of showing their attacking intent going forward. But if I were Glenn Howes, I would be thinking of changes now, because there's just something that's just not quite clicking out there for Gosport Borough. Now here come Hanwell again. The attack broken up there by Kavanagh on this near side. Kavanagh now losing out in possession in the air, and Morrison does some tidying up to Tommaso. Hanwell with a really good high press there, just shutting Gosport down. The ball trying almost falling kind of to Caborn. Fernandez, Caborn, just a little 1-2 between the two players there. Caborn's angle to the right, cross coming in, hit wide by Rafa Ramos. Tried to go for the spectacular, didn't connect properly. Goal kick, James.
It was always going to be a hard one though for Rafa to take, just a little bit too far behind the attack.
Yeah, I think so. But it was a good move down the right-hand side, possibly for Gosport, the best of the half so far for them. You had the two architects, as I call them, coming together, and that was the best move of the half. Rafa went for the spectacular, but I'm not sure what else he could have done because the ball was falling slightly behind him.
Certainly a half opportunity for Gosport. Joe Morrison went tussling in against Bettemar. Now Hanwell have overturned possession. A good back heel by Critchlow is going to feed the ball forward into Bettemar. Bettemar in this left-hand channel. And the pass falls into the legs of the referee. The referee trying to redeem himself. I think we might need to look at getting the referee in the Gosport back line. Good interception there, Matt.
It was a fantastic block, James. He's not wearing a shirt number, James. He's got the wrong shirt on. But yeah, he probably could have done a bit better to get away there.
I think he could have, yeah. Well, he's restarted the play. The Hanwell management team definitely not happy on the near side. And Blackledge just dropped the ball before clearing it, but was nearly gobbled up there by O'Brien. Could have been costly mistake there, but in the end, Blackledge kept his composure. And tempers are starting to boil here between Trevor Caborn and Cooper. Before both teams really get into a brawl, Adam Tommaso's gone diving into that brawl there. But it was all between Trevor Caborn there, and I believe it was Cooper as well, the two main players involved with that. Hope as well.
Not quite sure where that's all come from, if I'm honest, James, but very unsightly.
It was off
very
the ball
ugly.
completely.
Critchlow is walking away from the referee now. I thought he might be one of the.
I was going to say, Critchlow wasn't really too.
No, he wasn't. He's walking away. But it's just where, Hythe is. Is the Hanwell person involved, and obviously Caborn on Gosport. So
I imagine it's going to be a yellow piece.
But let's see what he's going to do. Just a talking to, like we had a situation like this on Saturday.
Yeah, we did.
And Tom Elsmore, the referee on Saturday, just gave him a stern telling off.
Oh, this one will receive the yellow though.
This is a booking.
So Trevor Caborn and both going into the books.
One of those where you've got to do one.
And Jeremy, probably both players deserving of a yellow.
Oh yeah, you can't. No, I didn't, Paul. But no, you can't have that. So basically, it's 1 inch, and that means 2 bookings apiece for the evening so far, James.
Well, Matt, judging by prior Hanwell performances as well, I saw you were just taking a look at some of the old scores Hanwell have sustained. Do you think you could see a different second half, and are they likely to win it in the second half based on their past games?
I think that they have a chance to win it in the second half, judging by some of the games. If we let's look at the most people game, for example. I mean, most of their work was done in the first half. But the point is here, they hold on for the rest of the second half.
Well, looking at that game as well, the Hampton Waterloo one, they lost it within the final. No, they won that game, but other games, certainly their recent one against Bracknell, they seem to capitulate in the final moments of games.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you think that could be a little bit of a fear in this game?
I think it definitely could be a fear in this game, because if we look back at the Bracknell game that you're referring to, Bracknell scored in the last minute, like the 92nd minute. And it must be heartbreaking for Hanwell Town as well, because they scored in the 87th minute.
Blackledge has come outside of his own box to clear a ball high into the sky. It was being chased down by Bettenlow.
This time he didn't hang around, but couldn't afford to. But again, a couple of times he's been almost caught in possession, which I've warned about. But yeah, Hanwell are just pushing at the moment, aren't they?
Certainly knocking on the door. Olodunjoy coming down this right-hand side with plenty of space around him. It's not being charged down by any Gosport players. O'Brien receiving the ball inside the Gosport box. Gets across his shot, but it's well blocked there by Gosport as it fizzles out for a Hanwell corner on the far side. O'Brien in front of goal, but blocked, luckily for Gosport there, Matt.
Yeah, it's dangerous situation for Gosport this. I think it's Dan Carr going over to take the corner from the right-hand side. And we know what a good deliverer of the ball he is. So Gosport need to make sure there's no loose ends, no players unmarked.
Yeah.
Get everything tight and try and survive the chance.
And Matt, you may have noticed, Hanwell have got all their players towards the back post. Is this a normal strategic tactic?
It seems a bit different this time, James. Maybe they're taking a leaf out of.
Well, the corner has come in towards the near post. Hasn't yet been cleared by Gosport before eventually Joe Morrison flicks in a boot, clearing it away from the danger zone. O'Brien looked to go storming in there to try and regain possession for the Geordies, but in the end losing out to Tommaso. Gosport looking to just gain a little bit of a stronghold in this game. So far, yet to do so, and they've just had overturned possession again from Hanwell on the far side. It's O'Brien coming down this right-hand stretch. He goes right into Olodunjoy. And to be fair, Matt, Hanwell winning all these second balls. Gosport just look a little bit lethargic so far.
They do look a bit lethargic to me. I know this is their last home game before the Christmas break, but they need to pick up the pace just a little bit if they want to get something out of this game. And there's been a foul here, James.
Yeah, well, it was Charlie Vasma who brought down his man. Clumsy there from Charlie, Jeremy.
Was a little bit, yeah. We'll be disappointed with that. But it does give Hanwell a really promising opportunity here. They're probably going to, I imagine they're going to line one up here because it's a good angle, probably 33 yards out. Yeah,
Quite central.
but the angle's pretty good. I'd say just the right of the D. And I'm just overhearing our Hanwell colleagues saying it might be one for Carr. So we'll see.
Well, he has been on all the corners so far. I've also just seen John, our kit man, get the substitute board ready. It's going to be Ethan Taylor coming on for Gosport.
Ethan Taylor.
I'll talk you through that substitution and get Jeremy and Matt's thoughts on that change. But before we do that, let's watch this free kick. Carl, currently the man over this set piece. Could he go for a shot from here, 25 yards out? Carl over this free kick. Instead leaves it. And a shot blazed into the Gosport wall, but a deflection parried it to Woodcock. And Woodcock can't keep it in play. So it's gone out for a Hanwell corner.
Good piece there from the Geordies.
It was a little bit fortunate there, Matt, to work on to Hancock. But in the end, like I said, it doesn't really matter too much.
It doesn't really matter too much at this moment. Hanwell are doing well to keep the momentum here. And we see this round, I could probably see them scoring.
They certainly look the more likely to get the first here at the AI Stadium, but it is still goalless. The corner come in. It's punched away by Blackledge, and the referee does blow for a Gosport free kick.
Here comes the change. So it's going to be Taylor on for, I think I saw Caborn.
It's going to be Trevor Caborn coming off.
Here we go. Substitution for Gosport Borough coming on. Number 25, Ethan Taylor. Number 17, Trevor Caborn.
Oh, Jeremy, Ethan Taylor coming on, obviously bags of goals this season, but bringing Trevor Caborn off, I thought he's had a lovely start to the game, so perhaps a surprising change.
I think you're going to see a change of tactics here, James. I think they're going to have a little bit of a rearrange, a shuffle, because let's face it, what they've been doing so far hasn't worked. Caborn is also clever because Caborn's on a booking, so if he was to get a second yellow, he would miss some or all of the Christmas matches, which you absolutely do not want. Because when you're looking at it, you've got Farnham away, Havant at home, and Walton and Hersham away. It's a tough run, that is. And you want your key players available. So I think that's quite clever of Glenn House here. So James is tweeting. So the game back underway. Throw to Gosport down the right-hand side. Just waiting for that to be taken here. Sorry, it's a Hanwell throwing on. My mistake. Holland and Joy has launched it down the byline there, but
made it almost half the pitch.
And Hanwell just retaining possession. Woodcock now, just looking to see where the help's coming from. Indeed, behind him now, it's a long ball diagonally out towards the right hand, probably a little too long. Should be out for a goal kick, and is.
A goal for Gosport Bar.
6-5-9.
Do you think, though, Jeremy, by Gosport making that change, bringing Ethan Taylor on, we will start to stamp our mark on this game?
I think what you need to be doing now is they've clearly changed tactics, haven't they? They've gone to 3 up front, I think. But then if you're doing that, you've got to get the service right, and I think the service has been slightly missing tonight. As Caborn completes his half lap of the pitch after being substituted back to the dugout and gets a generous smattering of applause there, James.
I think that's deserving as well. Certainly put a shift in, running his legs off, really.
Yes.
Charlie Vasmer, a diagonal pass across into Kavanagh. Runs across the 20-yard mark, I would say, outside the Gosport goal. Ethan Taylor getting his first touches since coming on.
Just had the attendance through, 659 in the stadium tonight.
For a midweek game, that's quite impressive, and it does look like there will be another change. This one, though, it will be Benny Reid coming on, and you would think in replacement of Harry Kavanagh.
No, it's Dan, I think.
Yeah, it's 9 wooden.
Because he's given the...
And 24 for 2.
Okay.
Kavanagh coming off, and there will be another one, Luke Cook coming on for Dan Wooden.
With
2 changes for Gosport, Matt. That will certainly freshen things up on the pitch.
I think so, James. I think so. I think the Gospel Gaffer is just really just looking for something different to get onto the pitch here, because they have been struggling in the second half. I think it just needs different power styles to just shake things
Ladies
up.
and gentlemen, Gosport Borough making a double change. Coming on number 2, Benny Reid, and number 18, Luke Cook. Replacing number 9, Dan Wooden, and 24, Harry Kavanagh.
As I said to Matt, Jeremy, 2 players that can liven things up, and it's great to see Luke Cook back on the pitch.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a difficult time with injuries, hasn't he? And it's good to see him back out there, James. So it's quite an ambitious and bold substitution, because don't forget, Cook goes up as well. So we'll have to have a look around. Maybe Matt's got his eyes out there, looking for a formation change, perhaps.
Your guess is good.
It's perplexed him. He's silent over there. But we'll have a look and see how this plans out. But certainly, Gosport have got a shed load of attacking quality on the pitch now. They've gone for broke. This is Taylor trying to find, is that Ramos out there? Yes, it is, on the edge of the area. It's just jinking, trying to get the cross in, just being fought off. Holland to enjoy fighting him off and succeeds in doing so. So Gosport losing that chance to just Taylor with that pass really injected some momentum, but Holland enjoyed did his job at the back, James.
Well, Blackledge now with the ball outside his own box. He's going to go long with his kick. Being chased down by Luke Cook, but it's being headed away there by NDT. A loose ball being picked up by Brad Tarbuck on the halfway line. Rafa Ramos escaping pressure from Willard Unjoy on the far side, and does well to keep it in on the touchline before eventually running it out of play. And Jeremy, since we've seen the return of Benny Reid come onto the pitch, Do you think we could see a lot more of her presence down that right-hand side now?
Give him 5 minutes to get into the game. But yeah, we've established, I think, as much as we love Cav, I don't think he was having his best game tonight. He wasn't really making much of an impact. But Reed, the bit between his teeth, won't he?
Yeah,
and
certainly.
let's just see what he can bring to the party.
With any changes of his own.
Well, Black Legend inside his own box goes long again. Goes over the head of Rafa Ramos, but it falls kindly to Luke Cook. Luke Cook dispossessed by Oladunjoy on the far side. Still fighting for possession and does well to keep it inside the Geordie's half before returning the pass into Woodcock. The experienced defender looks up and he's passed this, dispossessed by Michael Fernandez, now in a lot of space down this right-hand side. A heavy touch once again, though, from the right forward, allowing for Hope to overturn it. But in doing so, he has knocked out a play for a Gosport throw-in.
That's gone into private place, I think.
4-3-3, Jeremy.
Okay, well done.
Well, the throw-in being prepared to be taken by Benny Reid. Not so much a long throw-in taker, prefers going for the shorter option, in which he does this time, into Michael Fernandez, back into Reid. But Benny Reid just not really getting a great touch there as it goes under the foot. And
Give him a few minutes to get into the game and get up to speed. We've still got 25 minutes left here. Plenty of time for a winner from either side. And the changes all made by Gosport. Hanwell, not a single one yet. So,
do you expect any changes to be made?
not at the moment.
I think
Yes.
depends. Towards the end of the game, it depends if we're still in this situation where it's 0-0. If Hanwell end up getting a lead, I can see them not making any changes. But if it continues this way towards about the 80th minute, I can see someone going on.
The Gunners have doubled their lead away to Club Brugge. Nolly Madueke getting his second of the game. Borussia Dortmund retaking the lead against Bodo Glimt. Julian Brandt also grabbing his second. And Newcastle United have found their equaliser against Leverkusen. Gordon converting from 12 yards. Now, the Geordies coming down the right-hand side. The cross come in and might fall to Bettemer, but luckily it was cleared away there by Gosport. And Gosport looking to counter from that. Tarbart chipping a ball. It can't find Michael Fernandez. It's been well cut out by Carr. Carr storming down the left-hand side into Bettemer. Bettemer flicks back into O'Brien. O'Brien lines up a shot, but the chance was flagged up for offside. It was Bettemer, the man who was offside there. Although, once again, it's just a little bit of laziness, I think, from Gosport at times in this game.
Sloppy. They had a real chance to break out there, and the pass intercepted it. Trouble it was telegraphed, and and it just allowed Hanwell to cause all those problems there. Gosport lucky that it didn't amount to anything. But I was just about to say that Gosport are starting to play now, but then we see that. So
well, I was going to say, Hanwell just looked to be on an attack for a split second, but Gosport well cut out. Now Gosport countering. Tarbart leading the line, coming forward for the home side. Going all the way, he's brought down outside the box. The referee has blown for the foul, literally right on the edge of the box. A tug of shirt there. Gosport have a free kick though in a great position, and I bet Ben Greenwood's eyes are lighting up with this.
Yeah, as our Hanwell probably saying, I think Woodcock's going to get a booking for that because he's lucky it wasn't another yard because that would have been a penalty. But Woodcock is being booked. Very dangerous. Yes, James, I think this is man-made for Ben Greenwood. This is bread and butter for him. So hopefully,
he's behind the ball.
Yeah, he's behind it.
Well, you would have to think Ben Greenwood, with his track record of free kicks in the past, he definitely knows how to convert these sort of set pieces. Just outside the 18-yard box, right of centre, Ben Greenwood looking to use that lethal left foot. Greenwood behind the free kick, steps up, he goes for a shot, and Ben Greenwood, I'm sure know how to score a free kick. He goes to keeper's way. It flies into the top left corner. We said, Ben Greenwood, you can never bet against him from set pieces. He showed us why. That is a screamer from the right back. Matt, lost Ben Greenwood.
That was a nice standing effort, James. I mean, you don't really expect anything more. It's just what he does. That's definitely his trademark skill set for set pieces.
Number
Free
21.
kicks, balls, he always relied on his. It was a beautiful curling effort. And Gosport has done absolutely brilliantly to take the lead there. And now it's just about game management, I say.
Well, Jeremy, it feels like it's a bit of a cheat having Ben Greenwood behind corners. Not corners, free kicks.
I think it just shows you that he was a vital signing.
So key for
A
us.
vital signing, and the fact that he's now staying here till the end of next season, it just shows you why. Because set piece quality, it's just you can't beat that, can you? It was just magical. Then when it left his foot, it was going up. You could see the trajectory. It was just a question of whether Besson could get to it. He couldn't. It was a stunning strike, really stunning.
And it's a difficult one for Hanwell to take. Great free kick.
Yeah, and just Paul's just spotted, James. You've missed this, but just at the same time, we've seen a plume of smoke come out the
I
clubhouse.
was wondering now.
Is that
It's like a
it's the
boiler
boiler
celebration.
That's the accent of timing there from a boiler. But there you go. Don't ask Paul about boilers. But anyway, let's get back on track here. James is tweeting the goal. So Gosport now restarting the game. It's an offside free kick to Gosport, which is going to be taken by Blackledge. And unsurprisingly, the on-loan keeper is not in a rush. So he is just rolling the ball up, telling his players to get up the pitch, and the referee telling him to get on with it. But here he goes then. It's going to be left-footed. It's just drifting out towards the right-hand side of the pitch, headed away by Hanwell. Critchlow can't quite keep it in their possession, but they will win a throw on this near side. And here comes a throw far down the flank looking for Critchlow. Gosport win it back. Tommaso with the ball down into the deep channel on the right-hand side here. Hanwell do deal with it quite well. Gosport looking to keep the pressure up now. They have the lead. If you have just joined us or rejoined us, Gosport have scored. That's a pretty blatant foul for me by Woodcock, who's already on a booking, so he needs to really watch his step because he's already towing the line.
Frustration with the officials there after giving away that free kick.
Yeah, I have to agree with the sentiments of our Hanwell colleague here. Just is letting the frustration get the better of him. But that being said, he is on a yellow, needs to be careful. So Gosport have a free kick out on this byline, and Greenwood again, James. So one for you to come back to.
Yeah, I'll have to watch out for this one. Ben Greenwood with a free kick on the near side. The cross, it's the Hannon one towards the back post, headed away this time by Hanwell. It looks like it's going to be recovered by Besson. I suppose we'll let Greenwood off that one, considering his free kick was so spectacular.
That was more of a delivery, wasn't it? But yeah, you could not fault the goal that he scored, James. And but here's Critchlow down the left-hand side for Hanwell, and the attack broken up by Greenwood. Certainly stepping up his candidacy for man of the match here.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we'll just expect some changes here because I've just seen the Hanwell Town gaffer shout towards someone who's warming up on the touchline.
Yeah, I think Chris Moore, we did say, didn't we, Matt, that if they fell behind, then I think you then see some changes from the Geordies, and I think you've got some on the way.
Well, Jeremy, going back to last Saturday's game against Evesham, obviously the one goal that separated the two teams at full time. In the end, the 3 points were secured by Gosport thanks to that moment of magic from Rafa Ramos. Do you think it could be a copy and paste today?
Oh, difficult to say, really, isn't it? Because it's a completely different game. I mean, that goal came from nowhere on Saturday, and Gosport, remember, had to survive. But here we go.
Well, Gosport might be able to get a double here. Rafa Ramos coming down the left-hand side, using stepovers to get his way forward. He's brought down inside the Hanwell box, but it looked like a well-timed challenge there from the Hanwell defender. We get Jeremy's thoughts on that now, actually, as the Hanwell player has gone down on the far side.
Yes, I'd say not for me, James. No penalty, never, ever. But it was half a shout, perhaps. But the referee was dead right with it. It was a nice, clean challenge and a critical one at the right time.
Well, Matt, we haven't really talked about how Hanwell might have been stunned from that goal. How do Hanwell get back into this game now?
Well, you'd probably expect that it was a bit of a dagger to the heart, that goal, because it just sort of came out of nowhere, really. It was absolutely individual brilliance from Greenwood. And I think maybe if the manager could sort of have a half-time team talk right now, he'd probably be saying something along the lines of keep believing and sort of keep the momentum. But I think for the Hanwell Town players, they have had chances, and they're going to get a chance again. And when they do that, get a chance, they need to take it.
77 minutes played here at the AEI Stadium. 13 minutes of normal time left to go, and it's Gosport now leading through a Ben Greenwood goal. But Hanwell on the attack on the far side. Hanwell coming forward. It was English there making a good run. Went for a shot, blocked by Gosport, and now Borough looking to counter down the right-hand side. Michael Fernandez using that ferocious pace. Cuts back into Luke Cook outside the 18-yard box. Cook for Gosport inside the D. Still can't get his shot across before eventually it was Woodcock there who went sliding in. And the deflection rips it over the Hanwell crossbar and out for a Gosport corner.
Yeah, he was trying to sort his feet out, wasn't he?
Looking for that, just a little bit of a chance there to open in front of him, a little bit of a
Yeah, he was
gap.
trying to set himself to shoot, and all the while he had black and white shirts around him. And but he got a deflection, got the corner, so it's another opportunity for Gosport to use a set piece as a little bit of a battering ram. Let's see.
Well, I was going to say, this time it's being taken by Benny Reid.
He does do the corner from the left, yeah.
Reid on the far side with the corner, headed away there by Woodcock, only as far as Tarbuck outside the box, and he shot straight down the throat of Besant.
On target, but it was straight at the keeper, as you correctly say. But look at the other end now.
The keeper drop kicks it to English, who's fighting for the ball against Adam Tommaso. He wins the ball, taking it past Tommaso, but he's still got Ethan Taylor behind him. English back to O'Brien on this right-hand side. O'Brien into Cooper. Cooper leaves it for Woodcock. Woodcock outside the box, brought down by Tarbuck. And Michael Fernandez carries it. He's forward on the counter. Lots of Gosport bodies flurrying forward. Fernandez cuts back to Luke Cook inside the D. Cook lining up a shot. So many bodies in front of him. And Cook with a heavy pass in front of Michael Fernandez. Jeremy, that's been happening way too many times today.
Yeah, we've got a sub for Hanwell coming. Double change.
We've got Harry Rice and Geordie
16 and 14 on.
Matt, 2 changes for Hanwell. What do you think we can expect from the players to arrive on the pitch?
Well, Harry Rice and Jordan Mungo, they're both attacking players.
11 for 16.
So
Critchlow's gone
I
as well.
think Mungo, he's got 5 goals already this season. So I think this is more of an attacking change for Hanwell Town.
Rice
I
and
think
Mungo
the
on.
intention is get more people up the pitch.
And we've got Critchlow and English off, I think. That's what I make it.
Do you think this is a final game for
Let's
them?
do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hanwell Town making a double substitution. Coming on, number 14, Harry Rice, number 16, Geordie Mongoy. They're replacing number 7, Gianni Critchlow, and number 11, Cameron English.
Well, Jeremy, Matt thinks it could be a final throw of the dice by Hanwell, and they need to do it with literally 11 minutes left on the clock.
They're getting to that point now, James, aren't they? And certainly we knew that if they went a goal behind them, Chris Moore would have to make some changes, and he's done so. We have got exactly 10 minutes of normal time to play. So we will have to see if those substitutions can make any impact on the game. But Gosport certainly over the last 10 minutes have really stepped on up through the gears. They're now playing their football. It's good to see.
Well, Hanwell have a throw-in on the near side, just outside the Hanwell technical box, taken by Carl Long into Bettimer, 20 yards out on this left-hand side. Charlie Vassman goes storming in for Gosport, bundling it out of play for a Hanwell throw-in deep into the Gosport half.
Oh, yes, look out.
And the throw-in specialist for Hanwell, Oladun Joy, heading over to go and take this throw-in.
Yeah, we know what's coming.
It's amazing because we literally seeing more or less everyone crammed inside that 6-yard box.
Yeah, we know what's coming here, James.
Well, the throw-in has come in from Oladun Joy towards the front post. Gosport handle it well though there. They defend pretty well. They don't get away from the danger zone as Luke Cook dispossessed there. And now it's gone all the way back into Besant, midway inside the visitors' half. Besant, a long rocket forward for the visitors. Joe Morrison went in for the header, but the flag on the near side has just gone up for offside on Bettimer. And we're just hearing there from our counterpart commentator, the 3rd time Bettimer has been flagged up for offside. Needs to be checking his runs a little bit more, Matt.
He definitely needs to be checking his runs a bit more. And
Ladies and gentlemen, the
This is
official
sort of
attendance
a
to the AR
situation
Stadium
where
this
it's all
evening
around
is
Hanwell Town where
659.
taking a chance. They
659.
cannot be affording
Thank you very much,
making
Mr.
stopping mistakes like that. They've got about 7 or 8 minutes of this second half left. And if they keep getting caught offside like that, then they're never going to get any chances.
Ball headed up in the end. It's going to be a Gosport first.
8 minutes left to play here at the AEI Stadium. Gosport are leading for a Ben Greenwood goal, although it is just the one goal separating the two sides. Hanwell preparing another change. It will be Oladu Joy coming off, and in replacement, it will be 15 Joe Wilson coming on. Matt, what can you tell us about Wilson?
Substitution coming on with 15, Joe Wilson replacing number 2.
Also wing back. So I do wonder if Hanwell Town are shifting back towards that sort of like the 5-2-3 with the wing backs, and maybe the sort of idea is to get the wing backs up the pitch so that they can have five man up the forward line. Maybe that's Chris Moore's thinking here.
Certainly some attacking intent out there. They've got just a few minutes to save themselves, Hanwell. But it's also, I feel a very dangerous period for Gosport here. Cannot afford to switch off. Got to keep trying to push forward and make the game safe for the second goal. That's what they must do. Because I think they're too far out to sort of do the game management thing at this point.
Yeah.
With sort of 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go, they can't be messing about.
Well, looking at some of the scores in Europe, Arsenal have now made it 3 against Club Brugge, and Weston McKennie has given Juventus the lead at home against Paphos. I can't imagine too much longer to go in the Champions League games, but Ben Greenwood recovering possession, coming forward, lays it off. And Rafa Ramos strikes a low shot past Bezin, and he doubles Gosport lead. It's Rafa Ramos with a clean finish. He's second in the last 2 games. He's in good form at the moment, the Portuguese striker, and he could have taken that finish much better. It was a good finish from Rafa Ramos. It was an equally good football which slid Rafa form goal. Matt, a top finish from the top striker.
From a transition just out of the ball. And I think it's really going to kill it off for Hanwell Town. That sort of belief that they might have had remaining after that first Gosport goal is certainly within killed off now. And I think maybe now it might just be damage. Is it too much to ask in these remaining 5 minutes to bring it back, or is it damage limitation, Jeremy?
I can't wait to see Joe.
Well, Jeremy, like Matt was saying there, it could potentially now just be damage limitation. Gosport doubling the lead. It's put us into a great position going into the last few minutes.
Ramos, just when you need him the most. A brilliant finish from a tight angle, and yeah, the keeper beating it is near post quite convincingly. So Gosport have a little bit of a comfort zone now with 6 minutes to go. Still can't switch off, still can't stop, still can't sort of ease up. They've got to see this out. Hanwell have got it all to do, but we've seen enough attacking intent from them. So if they were to get a lifeline now, they've still got a little bit of time to try and claw it back. So Gosport cannot switch off here. Down the right hand side is Fernandez, got a little bit of room, tries to find the space for the cross here. While James is tweeting the goal, and he's just gone into the corner. Goes down a little too easily for my liking, Fernandez.
Theatrical ground.
The Gosport get the throw anyway, nonetheless. And I think this might be Benny Reid, the taker. Can't see from here, but I really crane my neck to the right hand side. But Reid's got the throw, so they're just going to game manage at this point, or are they going to try and do an Olden Joy? No, they're going to game manage into the corner. Taylor looking up, little dink towards goal there, and it's
headed away up in the air.
But not very far. Now, Gosport down the right hand side once more. I think that might have been Taylor. But anyway, there's a free kick given against Gosport. Their car is fouled, and a chance for Hanwell to clear, James.
Well, we talked about how good the finisher was from Rafa Ramos, but we've got to equally admire how good the interception was from Ben Greenwood. Not only that, but the assist as well from him. I think he's really edging his way into the man in the match.
I think he's got it, if I'm honest. I don't think I've seen a better player on the pitch in yellow and blue tonight, if I'm honest. Just the experience in his influence in the right areas, not to mention the goal, the set piece, his accuracy from set pieces, the goal being the absolute icing on the cake for him. So from me, I think he's got it.
Well, these sorts of games are determined by those big players. Ben Greenwood certainly had his impact, and Rafa Ramos now 2 in his last 2 games.
Yeah, back-to-back games, back-to-back goals for Raf. I think those bills have been paid yet again. But yeah, Gosport heading towards the win now. Still just got to see it out though, James.
While the throw-in taken by Hanwell on the near side, but Ethan Taylor looks to overturn possession. Tommaso back into goalkeeper Blackledge before he launches a ball into the Hanwell half. Headed away by Woodcock back into the danger zone. It's being chased down by Mongoy. Cleared away though by Ben Greenwood. And Adam Tommaso looking to intercept the ball. He goes down and a referee blows for a Gosport free kick.
Yeah,
Now-
it's a silly one really. But just he was trying to break clear, just got caught. Not much intent or malice. It's just one of those niggly ones, but it does give Gosport a few seconds of
Yeah.
breathing room. Because obviously Hanwell will be doing the utmost to try and find a leg back up into the game, and Gosport have just got to deny them the opportunity to do that. So they now have a free kick inside their own half, and Charlie Wassmer will take. It's right-footed and it's quite high up into the area towards Ramos. It's round Taylor though, and he's just lost the ball at a crucial moment though, James.
Well, I'm just having a look at the ramifications of the table as it stands. We dissect those at full time,
Yeah,
but it
let's
makes a
leave
good
that for the
reading
time
for
being.
Gosport.
But of course, tonight is the halfway point of our league season, 21 out of 42 games, and if Gosport were to win, then they're going to go into the second half of the season in very good stead.
Well, not only that, Jeremy, if Gosport go on to win this, history will be made today. Gosport's first win against Hanwell at home.
Yeah,
Third win.
At home.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Third win.
No.
Yeah.
I think anyway. I think it's to be fair. I think it's a decent result. I think Matt's found the history, but and I've been stood corrected. But certainly, I think when you consider the threat that Hanwell have posed tonight, the opportunities they've had, I think this is a valuable win anyway.
Rafa Ramos wins possession for Gosport into Luke Cook. Cook looking to get past NDT. Pushes NDT to the floor, but Rafa Ramos is down on his own, holding his ankle.
I think what's happened there is he's caught his ankle on the artificial surface and he's turned it. I don't think it's too bad, but yeah, you know when you just catch your ankle and I think it's one of those.
I can't really afford to lose Rafa, especially with the form he's hitting, but he looks okay. Walking on it at the moment.
I can't quite get that because Gosport have a free kick. I didn't see the incident, but it didn't look too much for me
No.
in any way, shape, or form. But they'll take it, no doubt.
Literally, we're going into the final minute of the game. Gosport leading by 2-0. Ben Greenwood with the first and Rafa Ramos with the second. Gosport with a free kick midway inside Hanwell's half. Tarbach looks up. He's going to dink in a ball. It's an in-swinger. Headed into the air, it's being brought down by Rafa Ramos on the edge of the box. Rafa into Greenwood. Greenwood fakes across. And he's taken the number 6 there, for prisoner. Before eventually being brought down on the far side. There are appeals for a Gosport free kick. The Gosport fans behind the goal are calling for it. Germany's shaking his head.
No, not for me. My interest now is on the ball for stoppage time, which should appear any second now, because we're into the last 15 seconds of normal time.
Ball chased down by Rice. Blackledge had to come out of his goal to hit away. 5 minutes have been added on here at the AI Stadium. Gosport still leading by those 2-0. Rice was thrown goal, brought down. Hanwell players furious. Matt, was that a free kick for you?
No.
Very simple, plain answer there.
5 minutes, guys. And here, I tell you what, here comes Hanwell.
Well cut out though by Joe Morrison.
Had to be.
It's good
Rice
defending.
had a real clear run at goal there, I think. And I told you, it's not over until it's over. If they get one now, then they've got 5 minutes to throw the kitchen sink at Gosport looking for an equaliser. So it's important that Gosport just weather this storm now, James.
Well, definitely. Just don't give Hanwell a lifeline to get back into this game. But they are coming down this right-hand side. Mongoy storming down the right-hand side. A cross come in, headed backwards by Charlie Basma. It's being brought down by Carr. He can't get his shot across. Cleared away by Gosport. The clearance falls as far as Hoof. Hoof into O'Brien, midway inside the Gosport half. He goes right into Wilson down his right-hand side. The cross come in. It's a hanging one. And it's being steered into the back of the net by Woodcock. It was tapped in
Who are we
in
giving that
front of
to?
the 6-yard box. It was Woodcock with the finish.
May have got the final touch.
We going with that?
It was a hanging cross, and Hanwell have just brought themselves a late lifeline in this game. Gosport making a reaction change because of that goal. Rory Williams will be
Right,
coming
who are
on.
we giving that to?
Ramos coming off.
Who are we giving that to?
Definitely Woodcock. I think.
Woodcock?
Yeah, it looked like he
Yeah, I
made the
think
touch.
Woodcock.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he claim it?
I don't really know if anyone played it.
Right.
Just the debate as to whether kind of we've got
Paul, do you think you can run down and get it checked for me, please?
on the,
Let's
uh,
get it checked.
changed, didn't you?
Yeah, 3 for 11.
The admin saying Woodcock.
Please don't look at
The admin for Hanwell Town saying Woodcock.
Yeah. Okay, right.
final goal.
So, and then the change was 3 for 11.
Yeah.
Right.
3 for Ramos.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Hanwell Town goal scored in the second minute stoppage time, scored by number 40 and Woodcock. Gospel Borough substitution coming on number 3, Rory Williams, replacing number 11, Rafa Ramos.
Jeremy, we said don't let Hanwell get a late lifeline. Gosport have done just that.
I told you, didn't I? And now they've got all the time they need. Well, I say all the time they've got 3.5 minutes to. But I said it, didn't I? Don't switch off. They get a goal now, they're going to throw the kitchen sink at you, and that's exactly what you're now going to see happen. I'm afraid.
Point here down at the AI
We've
Stadium.
put the bus on the pitch.
Yes, so Rory's out there.
Yes.
So you just need the experience of Rory Williams out there now just to steady the ship.
Well, I think I like Paul's suggestion the most. Just park the bus we have behind the goal, put it in front of the Gosport goal, because this is going to be nervy.
I
It's
think
going to
the
be
chairman-
really
I
nervy.
think the chairman might be worried about his investment in this pitch if we did that. But yeah, metaphorically speaking, let's get 11 yellow shirts behind the ball and just see it out now. Just under 2 minutes to go.
Well, Hanwell on the attack down the left-hand side. The number 14, Rice, going for a no-driven shot. It's been excellently saved by Blackledge.
Was that Hanwell's goal?
Wilson with a
I thought
great
that was in there. I actually thought,
Blackledge made a stunning save there.
yeah.
Just to ensure Hanwell don't find their equaliser.
I thought that was in. I thought that was in. But what a save from Henry Blackledge. What an absolutely crucial save he has just made there. I actually thought, and Rice was away celebrating. He was convinced it had gone in. So that could be the moment now that Hanwell.
It's going to be
But now it's chasing a score at the other end. Can he spot on it? No, he can't. And Hanwell, here come the Alamo once more. And they're going to just throw everything at Gosport now. The black and white shirts are going to pour forward now. This is going to be a very uncomfortable last minute of stoppage time because that's how much we have left here. And Hanwell come forward. Mongoy now in the area. Now the cross is going to come in from the right hand side. It's deflected. Partially out for the corner. Can Gosport deal with it? No, it hasn't gone for the corner. Hanwell still have it. Wilson looking to shoot. Goes with a goal kick. Full time.
So it finishes here at the AEI Stadium. Gosport 2, Hanwell 1. Rice for Hanwell has dropped to the floor. He had the opportunity to give his side the late point from goal. But Henry Blackledge is the hero. Down made that crucial save to deny the Hanwell substitute his goal. But it was Gosport who took the lead in this one through a Ben Greenwood free kick. It was excellently curled into the top left corner to break the deadlock here at the AEI Stadium. And then that was followed up by Ben Greenwood winning a possession inside the Hanwell half, and then later teeing it up for Rafa Ramos. And Rafa Ramos, with a cool finish, slid past Bezin to give Gosport a 2-goal cushion. But Hanwell came back in extra time. A hanging cross from the right-hand side picked out Woodcock, who bundled in from close range to give his side a late lifeline. And then Rice, at the death of the game, threw on goal, looked certain to score, but Henry Blackledge made the crucial save. And Jeremy Blackledge has quite literally saved us the 3 points.
Yeah, he's won the game for us with that save because I actually thought it was in. Because Rice was away celebrating and then turned and he couldn't believe that it hadn't gone in and the goalkeeper had saved it. But it just shows you, doesn't it, that you can never, ever, ever ease off until the game's over. Because unfortunately, I called it. I said if they get one now, it's going to be very uncomfortable indeed. And they did. And then you have a crucial moment like that, okay? But crucially, Gosport have won the game and they will go into the second half of the season in third place. So
Yeah.
that's crucial.
Matt, Hanwell fans behind their goal will grieve and feel that they should have picked up a point tonight.
Oh, they're going to feel disappointed, and I think with this game, it's just one of those days where it's just Gosport today. It's just Gosport today, and this game could have gone either way. What if Hanwell Town scored one of their chances in the first half, or the free kick went over the bar in the second half as well? You just don't know in football sometimes, and I think all credit to Blackledge, Gosport's keeper. He's done well considering he's on loan and hastily signed after that injury matches ago. He's done pretty well, I think, deserves just as much praise as Ben Greenwood does. And like I said, it's just Gosport day to day, and unfortunately, Hanwell Town, it's another Bracknell Town situation, really.
Well, what do you expect from them now after this? How do they react and just ensure they don't end up anywhere near that relegation
They're
zone?
just going to have to keep trying and keep believing. They've shown enough fight today to show that they are good enough to beat one of the best teams in the league, and they're just going to have to keep believing them to the next few matches.
And then Jeremy,
Greenwood
and
coming
now
on.
Rafa Ramos, 2 goals now in his last 2 games.
Absolutely.
He's on form.
Yeah, he's on fire, isn't he? And here's the guy that really set us on the road. And Greenwood coming off. Really well played, young man. That was, to be fair though, Rafa Ramos's goal, we now know, won the match.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greenwood got us on the road, but all round. It wasn't convincing for much of the 90 minutes, but frankly, now it's one we don't care. But yeah, Gosport again just got themselves over the line.
Well, let's look at the ramifications that has on the league table. With that win, Gosport are now up to 3rd on 40 points, playing a game more than Town, who are on 38 points. But Jeremy, you alluded to, this is literally the halfway mark in our season. We're in the playoff zones firmly now. It's a pretty good position to be in at this
Yeah,
stage.
you've got a little bit of a gap there looking at it, haven't you? Because there's 7 points between us and 6th place Sholing, who are just outside the playoffs at this point. But you know we're not playing this weekend because Plymouth Parkway are in the trophy, so you're going to see the table shift around us. But then you're going into a really tough Christmas period, James, because Farnham away, we know how hard that's going to be. And they're just below us in 5th. Then you've got Havant, despite the fact they're not having the best of seasons. You know it's a derby, you know it's going to be an absolute battle out on that pitch on Boxing Day. And then you're going to the league leaders for your first game of 2026. And they're flying at the top of the table. So you know you've got 3 really difficult games over Christmas. So perhaps it's as well they don't play on Saturday. Just a little bit of a break.
I was going to say at times there was certainly a little bit of lethargicness in this Gosport side, so it would do wonders for Gosport to have a break on Saturday.
Yeah, it will. But I mean, at the same time, I'd like to congratulate Plymouth Parkway. They're having the most wonderful run in the FA Trophy. Hanwell, I think, is still in as well. So yeah, but also what it does do is it saves Gosport a long trip down to the West Country at this time of the year. And, you know, it's a tiring trip at the best of times. Because the games over Christmas are relatively local. Farnham's an hour up the road, Walton and Hersham May an hour and 20 minutes up the road, whereas Plymouth Parkway on Saturday would have been 4, maybe 5-hour trek. So you take it as it comes. But I'm personally very pleased tonight that the game's been won, and we're looking very positive with 40 points already from 21 games. That is really good grounding for the second half of the season when you think to yourself that the last couple of seasons have not been quite so comfortable.
100%. Well, it makes for good reading for Gosport, and in the end, it's a great scoreline here at the AEI Stadium. Gosport see off late Hanwell pressure, and in the end, Gosport win another game at home and another 3 points. But final words from us as always: up the borough,
Up the borough.
And Merry Christmas.
and Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry
Good point,
Christmas.
Paul.
Nice one. I have